the court in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Oregon Ducks taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Blake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So Oregon's offense has the ball for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not correct. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the 1st down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Under fire. Working the middle, it's complete. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Dropping back, it's Blake. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Punt is in the air. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David. Turning it on! Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On the run, deep down the right side. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the inside give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They go to the draw. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, he's got some space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Blake. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Coming out with it, it's Burt. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Leaves it with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. Receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And that time the defense dialed up a free safety blitz. They were able to get an extra number in the pass rush. Offensive line, running backs, they couldn't account for it. And that free safety able to get to the quarterback.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Finds the tight end. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Still looking on the move. Got his man on the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense good.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Give him 6. Touchdown, Oregon.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To throw, it's Blake. He's got an open man. Wide open spaces. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little light here on 1st and 10. Running into the open space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. Illinois could try to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Handoff to the lone back.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side. Then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
He'll keep it himself. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Soft spot in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Here we go.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
All right, well, that QB knows he now has to get the ball out of his hands quick, because that defensive end turned the corner fast.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Illini. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great in. As a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Catch in the middle, it's Gresham. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the...
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Illinois. The defense putting points on the board.
How oftentimes times can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Ducks have their offense in high gear.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time he's got his man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Big guy smells it. Into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Blake. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hamilton. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. First down here for the offense.
Let's go! Let's go!
The option look. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Tackle is made.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it.
There he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Line getting set on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Gresham. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Down of possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got the tight end. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And that was one of those, gotta have it. I mean, it's a 4th quarter, 4th down. We got to get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver, but whatever.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on the money. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for it.
Breaks into the open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Blake. The screen, and watch out. At midfield, he's got room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll move the tight end. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Wants to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
You got to be so careful, too, Dave, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone